Good morning. Welcome to the Frankfurt Stock Exchange and welcome to the spin-off of Daimler Truck Holding AG from Daimler AG. We are live here at the trading floor of the Frankfurt Stock Exchange in downtown Frankfurt, and we will bring you all the pictures of this event here today, the first day of trading of Daimler Truck. You can follow here this event for the next 60 minutes. We will bring you all the pictures from inside and outside of the stock exchange. My name is Max Ebner from Deutsche Börse, and I have the pleasure to guide you through this event here today, this morning on the trading floor. I'm not alone this morning. I have some support. I would like to welcome here with me Florian Laudan from Daimler Truck, responsible for corporate communications. Good morning, and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Max. Thank you for having me. It's obviously a great day for Daimler Truck and an exciting day for all of us. And I'm very happy, as I know that many of our colleagues from all around the world will be watching this live stream. I'm happy to represent Daimler Truck here and add some of the information that might be useful to our viewers today.
Thanks for being here with me, and I think we both are best suited to give all the viewers the information they would like to get about this event today, about Daimler Truck, about the start of trading, the price determination, and all the technicalities of that spin-off. And now I think we can go outside the stock exchange building. Maybe we have some pictures there. In front of the stock exchange we have statues of bull and bear. Here we go. And there are already people here gathered around the bull. Florian, whom do we see here?
Well, the gentleman just close to the bull is Jochen Götz, the CFO of Daimler Truck. The camera is now moving towards Martin Daum, Chairman and CEO of Daimler Truck AG, and obviously the man of the day. He has worked together with Jochen Götz for the past 8 months, if not his whole career, to this day where Daimler Truck moves into entrepreneurial freedom. We see Jochen Götz is smiling. It's obviously a big day for them. And they are taking the first pictures here with the bull and bear. It's in general the whole board of management of Daimler Truck AG that is here on site, and as well as some of the important project leaders that are commemorating this day together with us. You see here the journalists taking the first pictures. Obviously this is an important moment also for the media because this is the iconic picture that is taken. We also should have Ola Kalenius here, the CEO of Daimler AG, and I see Harald Willem, the gentleman just passing here to the bill. He's the CFO of Daimler AG. The spin-off is part of the Daimler strategy and their strategy to focus Daimler AG on the passenger car brand Mercedes-Benz and transform into a zero-emission luxury car brand. So for them, an important day as well. We will hear speeches of Ola Kalenius and Martin Daum later on, and I'm quite sure they are expressing their expectations and their feelings about today.
And as you can see, there are many people here gathered outside the stock exchange building here on the stock exchange square. Always an exciting moment for everybody, such an event. Even for us as employees of Deutsche Börse, it's always exciting to welcome guests here for an event like this here on this trading floor in downtown Frankfurt. And we're happy we still have this location here to actually celebrate a listing event like this on an active trading floor here.
Yeah, beautiful to see also a colored spot in the midst of the blue suits. That's Karin Radström, our board member responsible for Europe and Latin America and head of Mercedes-Benz Trucks. She's in the middle here, close to Mr. Daum. On the left-hand side, I see Jürgen Hartwig, the head of HR, and Stefan Unger, head of Truck Financial Services, as well as on the right side, besides Jochen Götz, is Karl Deppen, the truck board member responsible for China, Japan, and India, and for the brands Fuso and Benz. This is Andreas Gorbach. So, as I said, the whole board is present.
And we also see another protagonist here now hidden a little bit behind the bull. We see a silver-colored big truck. Can you give us more information about this vehicle, maybe?
Oh yeah, with pleasure. It's actually another protagonist of all the pictures, I would say. It's our newest Mercedes-Benz E-Actros, the first all-electric Mercedes-Benz truck in series production. It's a 27-ton vehicle with a 6x2 configuration, meaning that 2 of the 6 wheels are driven by an electric axle. It has a payload between 16.6 and 17.2 tons, depending on the battery configuration, as batteries obviously add to the weight. It has a reach of up to 400 kilometers and is therefore ideally suited for distribution traffic. Meaning with these trucks you transport goods from warehouse hubs to supermarkets to plants, depending on what your goods are that you're transferring. I think it's a good example for the future of transportation industry. It's a zero-emission vehicle, and I say an example because Daimler Truck actually pursues two different technologies to achieve zero emission. It's battery electric trucks like this one, or also the Fuso e-Canter that's has been launched already in 2017 as a small series, and we're pursuing hydrogen technology for fuel cell powered trucks as the solution for longer routes and heavier loads. So two pillars towards zero emission.
Well, thank you, Florian, for these explanations, and this is the future of transport then. And while we're still outside, or we're back here on screen, maybe this is the time to give you some information about today's schedule here. The event on the floor will commence at 8:40, and will be the first thing what we see will be the signing of the signing book, and this is a book to commemorate listing events here at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, where all companies can make an entry. And now this will be followed by several speeches then of all the CEOs, and now we see them going back inside the stock exchange building. So already mentioned, the signing book is the start of the ceremony, and then we will have speeches a welcome speech by Theodor Weimer, CEO of Deutsche Börse, followed by a speech of Ola Källenius, CEO of Daimler, and then a speech by Martin Daum, the CEO of Daimler Truck, to commemorate here this event. And then we are all anxiously awaiting 9 o'clock, or shortly after 9 o'clock, the determination of the first prize ever for Daimler Truck here at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. And looking here at the pictures from inside the stock exchange, you see here on the right-hand side Theodor Weimer, on the left-hand side was Martin Daum. Now it's the opposite way.
And Ola Källenius is with them, so they are basically returning from outside and going into the X lounge to wait then for their appearance on the trading floor.
Yes, and this is actually hidden just behind us. Behind, you can see the DAX chart here behind us in the center, and behind this is our new event space where we celebrate these IPO events, and that's where now the guests are gathering and waiting for the ceremony to commence at 8:40. Maybe we've seen Bull and Bear outside, and this is maybe the time now, we have a little bit time, so I can give you an explanation about Bull and Bear, so why we have these two animals here in front of the stock exchange. Bull and Bear represent the markets, the direction of the markets. The bull represents the market going up, so when prices rise, you speak of a bull market, and if prices going down, you speak of a bear market, so the bear represents markets going down. This is derived on how the animals fight. So when the bull would attack you, it would attack you from the bottom upwards with the horns, pushes prices up, and the bear would strike from the top down to the bottom, strikes prices down, and that's where you have Bull and Bear. The two outside the stock exchange building have become quite a tourist attraction in the recent years, so if you are in downtown Frankfurt, make sure to stop by Bull and Bear and take a picture. They were erected in 1988 as a commemoration for the 400th anniversary of the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. And maybe to give you some figures, they were designed by an artist from Würzburg, Reinhard Dachlauer, and they're made out of bronze. And to give you the facts, the bull is actually 2 meters tall and 3 meters long, and the bear is 1.4 meters tall and 2.2 meters long. So some information about Bull and Bear. Before we proceed here, let me give you one remark, one comment about this event here today. Due to the COVID situation in Germany, this is an event where all guests, protagonists, employees are either fully vaccinated or fully recovered and additionally tested. So to keep it as safe as possible here on the stock exchange. But now I think it's maybe time to talk a little bit about Daimler Truck. And Florian, I think you have brought us a video giving us some explanations, and maybe you can comment on this afterwards.
Yes, with pleasure. Maybe let's have a look at the video first.
Time never stands still. For decades and decades, we listened. We invented, we developed, we tested. That's how we set milestones, built strong brands, invented groundbreaking technologies. For all who keep the world moving, this is our dedication as a global leader in our industry. To remain on top, we move forward, focused on the needs of our customers, independent in our decisions, with more entrepreneurial freedom. We are going all in to shape the future of transportation, a sustainable CO2 neutral future. Now forging our own path to fully maximize our earnings potential. With a clear roadmap for advanced technologies and services, we are driving the transformation of our business with an outstanding team of committed employees, all experts in their fields. This enables us to make the best decisions for our future, to operate in a more focused way, to open up new partnerships, and to increase profitability. The time has come, and we are ready. Ready for independence.
Yeah, I think the movie has wrapped it up pretty typically and has mentioned it all. We are the inventor of the truck in 1896 and the bus in 1898. And Gottlieb Daimler and Karl Benz have really laid the foundation for this industry, the transportation industry, 125 years ago with these discoveries or inventions. Ever since then, Daimler Truck and Buses division have set standards in the industry, standards in safety and fuel efficiency and in passenger and driver comfort. And today, Daimler Truck is the largest commercial vehicle manufacturer with a global reach that we have. Adding to that are 7 brands in our portfolio, and I believe we have some pictures of those vehicles running now in the background. On the truck side, that is Mercedes-Benz trucks, our shiny brand, predominantly sold in Europe and Brazil, but also in other countries through our regional center structure. We do have Freightliner, the clear market leader in the US, as well as Western Star, the robust leader in the vocational segment in the US. From Asia, we have Fuso, a leader in light-duty vehicles and sold in more than 170 markets all over the world. So it's a truly global brand stemming from Asia. And we have Bharat-Benz, our brand dedicated to the Indian market, and also the youngest brand in the portfolio as we launched it back in 2012 and has been established as a clear player and a very successful player in the Indian marketplace. On the bus side, we also sell buses under the Mercedes-Benz brand, and we have Setra, our premium bus brand in Europe, as well as Thomas Built Buses, the producer of the iconic yellow school buses. Everyone knows it from American movies, or if you've ever been in an American city, you would have seen these iconic yellow buses bringing school children to their schools in the morning or picking them up. And on top, we produce also buses under the Fuso brand and the Bharat-Benz brand as well. All these vehicles and products are developed, produced, and sold by more than 100,000 Daimler Truck employees all around the world, and from mainly 35 main locations, and then, as I said, sold in more than 170 markets worldwide. So I think it's fair to say that we are a true global player.
Well, that sounds as large as it can get geographically. What about the numbers in terms of sales and revenue? How many trucks do you sell in a year?
Well, even in terms of sales and revenues, I think we are the largest player in the market. In a normal year, we would sell around about 500,000 trucks. 2020 wasn't really a typical year. It was when the pandemic struck the industry quite hard. But if we take, for instance, 2019, we sold 488,000 trucks and had more than 40 billion in revenues and an EBIT of 2.5 billion euros, as I said, in 2019. So I think it's also here fair to say we are a heavyweight or the heavyweight in the commercial vehicle industry. We aim to stand for CO2 neutral transportation, safe and efficient transport, and we have one mantra or purpose that makes every one of our employees work and stand up every day, and that is we work for all who keep the world moving. We work to provide them with the tools, with the buses, with the trucks, to do their duties and to keep goods flowing throughout the world, to bring children and people to work, and that's a beautiful purpose to work for, and we can really say that trucks are the backbone of any society.
Well, Florian, thank you very much for all this background information, all the explanations, and maybe now it's time to take a look at today's listing or today's start of trading of Daimler Truck. As already mentioned, this is a spin-off today, so it's not a regular IPO. That means we have no book building phase, we have no subscription period. It's a fixed allocation. That means all the shareholders of Daimler AG will receive 1 share of Daimler Truck for every 2 shares of Daimler they own. The new shares will be listed in the highest transparency segment here at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, the Prime Standard. Currently there are more than 300 companies listed in this highest segment with a focus on national and also especially on international investors. The new shares will trade here in Frankfurt under the International Security Identification Number DE000 DTR0ZK8. The German Wertpapierkennnummer will be DTR0CK, which will actually read out as DT Rock. So that's quite a cool Wertpapierkennnummer, if I may say that.
Love it. And
the ticker symbol for the Frankfurt Stock Exchange will be DTG. All in all, Daimler Truck will have 822,951,882 shares, and those will be ordinary registered shares with no par value. Of these, 50,000 shares are existing shares, and 822,901,882 shares will be newly issued. I would like to give you some information about the price determination on etc. as well. While we see here on the live pictures in the center with a red tie, Theodor Weimer, CEO of Deutsche Börse, and next to him Martin Daum on the right-hand side, and further on the right, now not visible anymore, Ola Kalenius from Daimler. And the trading will commence here on our fully electronic platform, the etc. system. Currently, we are already in a trading phase called pre-trading. This has already started this morning at 7:30. That means the order book of Daimler Truck and also the order book of Daimler, the parent company, are currently open. Market participants, investors, can place orders into the order book. They can modify existing orders or delete existing orders. All the orders are currently stored, collected in the order book. There is no matching and no execution. Then at precisely 8:50, we will move into the next phase called an opening auction. This will start for Daimler and Daimler Truck simultaneously. During the opening auction, the trading system will determine permanently an indicative auction price, determined with the principle of most executable volume. That means we determine the price that has the highest volume with the lowest remaining shares on the bid or ask side. And then at 9 o'clock, Mr. Sehat Gündogan, who you can see here now in the live picture from Baader Bank, will announce the first price of Daimler Truck. And we are anxiously awaiting what this price will be. The opening auction will last at least for 10 minutes with a random end. So the first price will be set shortly after 9 o'clock. It can take a couple of seconds longer, and then we have to wait for the first price to arrive. When the first price is here, then continuous trading on etc. starts. So there will be continuous matching of buy and sell orders for Daimler Truck, and you will have continuous price determination and evaluation of that company. Maybe one technicality I have to mention, since Daimler Truck is spun off from Daimler, the price of Daimler shares today will go down, so they will start negative today, but don't worry about this. This is a technicality because the value of Daimler Truck is basically taken out of the value of Daimler. So the price of Daimler will be lower than on the previous day. So don't be alarmed when you see there maybe even a big minus in the Daimler shares. And now maybe, Florian, you can give us a few information about the rationale behind the spin-off. So why is Daimler Truck, or Daimler spinning off Daimler Truck?
Well, to put it in one sentence, it makes us faster and more focused and more impactful in the way that we handle our business. It's part of our vision to become the global leader or remain the global leader in the commercial vehicle industry that really drives the transformation towards a sustainable transportation, and at the same time fully exploit our earnings potential even more than we could do in the past. And both objectives are obviously linked. If you have sound financials, it's easier to invest in future technologies and innovative products, best-in-class technology, all things that make a company obviously successful. And as an independent company, we can also have more entrepreneurial freedom to make our choices or engage in partnerships, for instance. And just looking back the past 2 years, Daimler Truck has already engaged in quite a few partnerships. We have acquired Torque Robotics, a US company that is working in the autonomous space, developing software and virtual drivers to steer trucks autonomously. We have partnered with Waymo, the leader in the autonomous trucking space or autonomous space, another company doing software development in this. We have partnered with our competitor Volvo Trucks to found a joint venture, Cellcentric, in order to develop and produce fuel cells that we need for our fuel cell powered trucks in the future. And on the infrastructure side, we have partnered with companies like Shell, Total and BP to set up the hydrogen network that is needed to power such trucks. So you can see partnerships is an essential part of our business, and being independent allows us to choose and engage these partnerships much more flexible without taking into account the needs of a passenger car manufacturer that like Mercedes-Benz is. So I think we are all set. We have the global footprint, we have strong brands, and we have employees throughout the world very close to the markets and fully committed. So I think, yeah, Daimler Truck AG is set for a fantastic future. I'm quite convinced about that.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, Daimler Truck will probably be one of the largest companies here listed at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. And since we see the DAX board, the famous DAX board here in the center, in between us in the background, maybe it's a good time to give you some information about something special going on in the DAX index today. Here you can see the chart. It's currently still empty. The DAX will start at 9 o'clock with the start of the fully electronic etc. trading. And usually the DAX consists of 40 members. The DAX has been increased from 30 to 40 members this year in September. And today, the DAX will for the first time ever have 41 members. So Daimler Truck will be today the 41st DAX member, but just for today, at least today. Maybe it will change in the future as well. So today you will have Daimler and Daimler Truck, both part of the DAX index. This is because of this spin-off we are seeing here today. And since the parent company spinning off Daimler Truck is already a member of the DAX, to make the index trackability for investors, both shares have to be included in the index today. At the end of trading this evening, Daimler Truck will be taken out of the index again, and in the future there might be a good chance Daimler Truck may re-enter then the index as a permanent member. The next review of the DAX index will take place in March, and exactly on March 3rd there will be an announcement if there are changes in the index, and they will then become effective on March 21st. So March 21st would be the first possible date then for Daimler Truck to re-enter the index.
We'll be back.
Hopefully, we'll see. To determine if a company has access to the index, Deutsche Börse looks at one special criteria, and this is the free float market capitalization. Market capitalization is the number of shares outstanding multiplied with the current share price, and free float means all the shares not held by majority investors. And so these majority investors are not considered for the index calculation, just the ones that are in free float. And if you are basically among the 40 largest companies by free float market capitalization, you are in the index. And now we see the event on the floor has begun. Martin Daum is signing the signing book to commemorate this event. This is a book where all companies listing go in public here in Frankfurt make an entry to commemorate this. And it's always a great moment for everybody to start the ceremony here with this entry here.
Do they still all fit in one book, or is that already the second or third edition?
No, they fit in one book. It was introduced a couple of years ago to basically enhance here our event, and it's quite popular with everybody, and it's a nice thing. And in the future, the book then will fill up hopefully, and so. Now Ola Kalenius is making here his signature. It's always a happy moment for everybody. And I think this is a nice feature here in such an event.
Indeed, you can see the excitement in everyone's faces. I think everyone's really keen and happy to be here and start this journey.
Yes, and as you can see, trading floor is quite filled up with many media personnel here, so quite some media attention today here for this first day of trading here, and always exciting to hold such an event here on this trading floor. And while we're waiting for the welcome speech of Theodor Weimer, maybe I have the possibility to give you some information about this trading floor you can see here in the background. The stock exchange building we are currently in here was opened in 1879. And the trading floor you can see here parts of now has been remodeled the last time in 2006, 2007 into this current modern design. And recently Deutsche Börse has actually added a new event space, which you have already seen here behind the DAX chart. And we have also added a new visitor exhibition. Unfortunately, currently still closed due to COVID-19. But when we're open, I would invite everybody to come here to downtown Frankfurt to have a look at our visitor exhibition and the visitors gallery, which allows you a great view of this trading floor here. You can see in the background. Entrance is free of charge, so when you see or hear the announcement that we are open, please stop by here and visit the stock exchange. This is one of the few remaining trading floors in the world. Most stock exchanges have actually closed their trading floors. London Stock Exchange, there is nothing to see anymore. Paris Stock Exchange, no trading floor. So this is one of the few remaining trading floors in the world, and we're happy to still have this and to be able to celebrate an event like this here on that trading floor. The quotation boards you can see here in the background of me, or the DAX chart and the price boards, they're actually quite a bit older than the current trading floor design, and they're from the 1980s. So when the floor was remodeled, they were not changed because they're quite unique here in Frankfurt. They're actually mechanically still operated with small magnets that flip the dots from white to black, and this makes a clicking sound usually. And sometimes maybe you can hear it in the background a little bit. This is also an iconic sound here at the trading floor of the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, and that's why these boards have not been modified. So they are from the 80s and quite unique. Here the black box contains a gift. I will not give away yet what's inside, but that's the present that will be then handed over from Deutsche Börse to Daimler Truck to celebrate this listing here in Frankfurt. And then shortly the event should commence with the welcome speech of Theodor Weimer. And yes, always an exciting moment to have this here at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. And now we see Theodor Weimer.
Good morning, everybody. Dear Ola, dear Martin, esteemed members of the Supervisory Board and the Management Boards, dear Mercedes-Benz, dear Daimler Truck teams, here and all over the globe. Welcome. Welcome to the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. The truck engine, if you like, of the German financial center. Today marks the beginning of a new era of Daimler Truck. Usually, companies that go public use the opportunity to showcase their products here on the trading floor. We've had racing cars, we've had forklifts before, but when Ola and Martin came to me and told me that they would like to go IPO here and to do a listing at Deutsche Börse and Frankfurt Stock Exchange, my immediate reaction was, don't even try to bring an 18-wheeler here in. This makes you more than I've ever thought of. You're more than a truck builder. It gives you the responsibility for the most fundamental pillars of our world. Your purpose statement says it best, and I'm citing, for all who keep the world moving. What a wonderful purpose. As such, many companies feel very much related to you. We provide the infrastructure and the systems for secure capital markets. It's a very basic and humble undertaking, but trust me, without functioning capital markets, none of all the peoples here in this room would be driving the fancy cars they have come here in with today. Your decision to spin off Daimler Truck today from the mother brand pays testament to the significance of your company for the global commercial vehicle market and the necessity to change the lane for further growth and profitability. It's an emancipation from a parent company which is quite literally a shining star among the global brands, standing like no other for German engineering and sparking desire and passion. There, the parent's journey is no longer yours, Martin. You at Daimler Truck are now taking the wheel. We all know how great it feels to be in charge of your own destiny. But that liberty and freedom always comes with a huge responsibilities which you can feel on your shoulders. And to quote my Mercedes navigation system from yesterday evening, there is traffic incidents ahead. I am sure you will be doing all that is in your power to avoid such incidents, and I wish you all the best for your efforts in doing so. With today's listing here in Frankfurt, you are further accelerating as globally leading commercial vehicle manufacturer. You are now ready to embark to a very successful future going on. And simply by looking at your numbers, and your numbers are truly expressive. Your numbers are more than 520,000 units globally, a huge number of total sales, and you're globally active. You've got drivers who run trucks all over the planet. You've got bus drivers who bring kids to school. You are a truly impressive company. And therefore, I think you are a company that have a great chance to win in the future, and you're a company that is set up to join the DAX soon, and not just for only one day, technically. Deutsche Börse is a reliable partner on your side on this very exciting journey ahead. You can always count on us as you navigate through the capital markets. And I would like to thank you for having chosen the Frankfurt Stock Exchange as vantage point for your journey. That is about to begin under the ticker symbol DTG. Dear Daimler Truck team here and around the world, take in this moment and celebrate it properly. This is a very special day. It's a historic day. This is your day. But don't forget, it's back to work on Monday. Let me close and let me finish with the following. Martin will show us whether he can reverse the truck, which is outside there, the E-Actros, parked in front of our stock exchange. And just for the record, Martin, by reversing, hitting bull and bear won't bring extra luck, neither for the share price nor for the future. I personally wish you all the best for the future of Daimler Truck. I'm sure you will have a great journey ahead of you together with your team. I know you guys are exciting. We are excited too. All the best for you and your team. Good luck, DTG. Many thanks.
Today, yes, now, okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Theo, for having us. Today, we write an important new chapter that will go down in history books of our company. But looking back at our great tradition is not the only way we seek to define ourselves. Primarily, we want to look to the future. It is our strong belief that we can change the world for the better, thanks to our unique entrepreneurial spirit. The transformation of the automotive industry is picking up speed, and it's our ambition to drive that change. To that end, we're taking the next step today with the stock exchange listing of Daimler Truck. This listing is the last major milestone for creating two strong and independent pure-play companies. Cars and vans on the one hand, trucks and buses on the other. We thoroughly prepared this step. We're certain we create value for all sides. We can focus more sharply on our respective customer needs. We can tackle the specific challenges of transformation in an even more targeted way. We ensure clear responsibilities and decision-making structures. We safeguard existing jobs, and we create new ones. And we offer a clear profile for investors. Trucks and cars have different requirements. They have different technological solutions, and they serve different target groups on both the customer and on the investor side. However, one goal will always unite us, to build sustainable vehicles and to increase this company's value. But the roads we will take to get there are different. That is why it's right to give both companies more autonomy. And it's right to carry it out now, self-determined and from a position of strength. We are thus unleashing the full potential of both companies. We're establishing two undisputed innovation leaders. They will set the pace in both industries. Daimler Truck is entering a new era as an independent company with more speed, flexibility, and entrepreneurial freedom. And the Daimler Truck team can't wait to take full advantage of that. Martin will tell you more about that in a minute. But a new chapter is also beginning for Mercedes-Benz. As a pure-play luxury car company, we can make even better use of opportunities to embrace this change. We're on the path to make this happen. We have the strongest product portfolio ever, and it's becoming increasingly electric. Ladies and gentlemen, we will approach the future the way our history began, with the courage to break new ground. For people around the world, the Mercedes star is so much more than the logo of a successful vehicle manufacturer. People see in our star the most innovative technology and the greatest safety, the best cars and commercial vehicles in the world. The star is a promise. It's our aspiration to deliver on this promise time and time again. This star will now shine twice, brighter than ever before. Martin, the stage is yours.
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you to the Frankfurt Exchange from my side. First quote, Daimler Truck AG, Holding AG, 25 to 35 euros.
Thank you, Ola. Thank you for the first indication. Good morning, everyone here in Frankfurt and everyone else who is following us watching. Great to have you all with us on this very special day, especially everyone who works for Daimler Trucks. May it be in Tokyo, and I know you're watching here in Germany or in Portland, Oregon. First, I would like to thank Deutsche Börse for hosting this event today. And because you mentioned it, Theodore, backing up, I definitely won't touch the bull. But the bear, do we really need it? Now, as we are enjoying this historic moment, I would like to tell our entire truck team, I'm very proud to see our vehicles, brands, and logos here today. And I'm extremely proud to represent all of you today, more than 100,000 fantastic people around the globe, the greatest team I can imagine. Today we are completing our spin-off. We are becoming a publicly listed company. This is a big step because it means two things: independence and responsibility. Independence and responsibility, that is what truckers love about their job when they hit the road with their vehicles anywhere in the world. And at Daimler Truck, we love that as well. The independence to take our future into our own hand, and the responsibility that comes with that independence. The responsibility to our employees, customers, shareholders, and society. So I can truly say I've never been in this great building before, but it really feels great to be here. We have arrived at just the right place at the right time. By becoming an independent global company, we are making exactly the right move, and it's a privilege and honor to do this on this famous trading floor. Let's look back for a second. Let's look at our amazing journey to get here. And I don't mean my drive from Stuttgart to here in the car. That was quick and easy. The real journey was a marathon. It was to make our company ready for today's spin-off. And that journey meant a truckload of work. IT systems and processes had to be split. Organizational and legal topics had to be solved. Though the past weeks and months were really intense for everyone in our company, and I'm fully aware of that. I therefore want to thank you, the entire Daimler Truck team. You have been working on this spin-off like you worked on our products with tremendous dedication, energy, and attention to detail. And you are delivering as promised, in time and in quality. Today's listing event now marks the end of this journey, and at the same time, it's a beginning of an even greater one, because we now want to take full advantage of our independence. We can unlock our potential. We will lead the race to zero emission in commercial transportation, and we will do this with consistent high profitability. We have what it takes to meet those ambitious targets: strong teams, products, and market positions all around the globe. Plus, we have a real strong balance sheet, quite important in the current volatile environment. Our German security identification number says it best. If you pronounce the zero as a O, it sounds DT Rock. And that is exactly what we are, a rock-solid company that is ready to rock the world. After 125 years of company history, we restart as an independent entity. We are fully ready for our new journey, and we can't wait to show the world what we are capable of. With that, I'm looking forward to ring the bell, and we will do so in the Daimler Truck way. Thank you very much.
Well, those were some great speeches here by Theodor Weimer, Ola Kalenius, and Martin Daum. And now we're all waiting anxiously for the first prize to be announced. And this will happen shortly after 9 o'clock by Mr. Sehat Gündogan, who you can see here in the picture. And as you can see, the clock behind him, we have a couple of seconds left. When the first prize is announced, you will see and hear the ringing of the stock exchange bell here on the podium. And today we have one special effect as well. Since we are listing a truck manufacturer, we will hear the sound of a truck horn as well. So for the first time ever on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, we will also hear a truck horn sounding when the first prize then is announced. Very exciting.
Yeah, in fact, we have brought a real horn by a Mercedes-Benz E-Actros truck. So for the first time, I think ever at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, there will be the horn of an Actros, Mercedes-Benz E-Actros, representing all Daimler products around the world.
Great, I'm excited to hear that horn. And now we're waiting for Mr. Gündogan to announce the price. He's still here on the phone. And waiting for him to getting ready. We have already heard the first quote announced before the speech of Martin Daum, which will give the first indicative price range. That was 25 to 35 euros for the shares of Daimler Truck. And now we wait to hear what the first ever etc. price of Daimler Truck will be. As mentioned before, it can take a little bit longer if we have a high order volume in the order book, so many orders. The system then will take a little bit longer to determine the first price. This is due during the auction. The system always tries to determine the price that has the highest volume being executed with the lowest remaining shares either on the bid or ask side. And if there are too much price deviations between single orders, it can take a little bit longer to end the auction and determine the first price. This is usual, indicates just a high order volume, so quite some interest from investors in the share. And then Mr. Gündogan will soon be able to announce.
In that sense, take your time. If it means higher order volume, you're willing to wait.
And as soon as the price is announced, then etc. will start the continuous trading, so the constant matching of bid and ask, of buy and sell orders, and then you will have continuous price setting on etc. with the current constant updates. As you can see, everybody is anxiously looking at Mr. Gündogan on what price he is he's going to announce. And you can see the media is also waiting for the first price to be determined. The most decisive moment. Now he's laid down the phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. First price for Daimler Truck Holding AG, 28 euros. Congratulations to the listing in Frankfurt.
Yeah, Jochen Götz, the CFO, obviously relieved. Amazing, you can feel the energy that's down there on the floor.
Yes, as we could clearly see, quite exciting moment for everybody to be here, listing event, ringing the bell, and now you have here a group picture. And also a group ringing of the bell here.
They don't want to stop, I guess. It's just too beautiful to enjoy the moment. And obviously, media always has their special requests in how to do the picture and how they would look best.
Yeah, this is usually a once-in-a-lifetime event for everybody being here on the trading floor in this setup, celebrating the first prize. I repeat, the first prize was 28 euros. And now we see what was in the black box. It's the gift of Deutsche Börse to Daimler Truck. It's a replica model of Bull and Bear outside the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, and it's an exact 2-scale model of the two outside the Stock Exchange building.
Yeah, Jochen Goetz, the CFO of Daimler Truck AG, obviously happy to receive this gift, and I'm quite sure it will get a special place in his or our offices somewhere.
Always very exciting. And now continuous trading on Xetra is underway for Daimler Truck shares and also for the Daimler shares. And then we will have to see how the price will develop during this trading day. And
shall we have a look at the...
As you can see here in the center, you see again the first price here on the LED screen. 28 euros was the first price, and on the front you can see the stock exchange bell, and that is the bell that was used in the old days to open and close the markets here when we still had outcry trading on the floor with a couple of hundred people on the trading floor, and that's when the stock exchange then would announce the start of trading in the morning and the end of trading in the evening. And you also can see here already trading is underway. You can see here the last price is already higher. It's 28.98 if I turn around here to look at the board. Now it's 29, so price is currently ticking up. And this is now continuous trading on Xetra. You can see here the DAX of today. We are starting a little bit lower than on yesterday evening close. And now what we see here on the screen is the electronic order book of Xetra in real time, telling us what's going on at the trading currently. Bid on the left-hand side is the buy side, so the investors that want to buy Daimler Truck shares, and on the right-hand side, ask the sell side, so the investors that want to sell the shares. And what you can see is always the limit price, so the highest bid offer, so the highest buy offer is currently 28.70 euros. That's the price investors want to buy for. And on the ask side, on the right-hand side, you would have seen the price that the investors try to sell. And what the system is basically doing, it's matching bid and ask. And if buyer and seller basically agree on a price, this will be executed and will be then the price. And now we see interviews are underway here on the trading floor. So the event now moves into the press stage, as we might be calling it. And so we are nearing the end of this event, of this coverage as well. I would already like to thank you very, very much for being here with me, supporting me today in this coverage. What are your final comments on this day here?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us here at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. It's certainly an exciting day for Daimler Truck AG, for me personally, and for a lot of my colleagues that are out there watching this today. I think Martin Daum has put it perfectly in his speech. He said, today marks the end of a journey, of a 125-year journey together with passenger cars under one roof. And it's also the end of a huge team effort over the last 8 months of many, many people separating systems and processes. But more important, it's the start of something new. It's the start of Daimler Truck AG as an independent company. And I'm quite sure that it's a good start and up to an important and great future, transforming the industry towards a sustainable and zero-emission transport. Yeah, I'm quite sure that the whole Daimler Truck team is excited and will live up to the WKN number, DT Rock. I think that can become another mantra, and I'm quite sure we rock it, as Martin Daum also said. Yeah, I would suggest and think there's no better way to end this live stream today than with a message from our Daimler employees from all around the world. And as you learned today, real truckers commemorate great moments by honking their horns. So I've brought with me today a video from all our places around the world honking for this special day. And I say thank you once again for having me here today.
Thanks for being here. And then finally what I have to say is, well, then truckers, sound your horns.